Welcome to Behind the Design with Jacqueline Green. I'm a marketing pro, entrepreneur, and mom of two. I blend my experiences in marketing, interior design, and education with a side of humor to help small business leaders grow their businesses. Get ready for some practical, expert tips from someone who knows the industry inside and out. Now let's jump in today's topic. Hi, welcome back to Instagram Secrets. It's a whole series of done. This is actually part 3. I did 1 and 2, but we're talking about those little less known secrets or hacks that you can use to really increase your reach and your engagement on Instagram. So today I have 3 more. Now you want to go back and watch the other 2 if you haven't already. There is some great ideas in there, but today we're going to cover 3 more. So today we're going to cover the first one are what's called ghost followers. Now, ghost followers are people that follow you but don't necessarily engage with you. So they're not interacting. Now, you might think that having a whole bunch of followers is really important, and it is sort of important because you want that reach and engagement. But if they're following you and they're not participating in the content that you're throwing out, then it actually hurts you. This is why we don't want to buy Instagram followers, because they don't do anything for us. They're not actually valuable. Yeah, it gets your numbers up higher, but they're not engaging with you. They're not your target audience. So if you're using Instagram for business, don't buy followers. You want to actually create that organically or through ads on Instagram. Now, what do you do with those ghost followers? You can do 2 things. One, you can actually go into the Instagram Insights and you can have those removed if you want. But the other thing that you want to do before you do that is you want to put out some engaging content that might actually trigger them to engage with you. So they may just be people that hop on Instagram once a month or not very often, or they're not seeing your posts. So put things out like polls or ask for input. Put other content that might engage them before you're removing them. So that is my first strategy on the secret hacks of Instagram. Now, the second one, speaking of polls and voting are really important for engagement. And so you want to actually ask your audience information or ask about things. So you could give them, 2 things. Which do you like better? I've seen where people they'll do new branding and they'll be like, hey, which branding do you like? Or which colors do you like? Or we're considering this or that. Always think about the this or that. This really helps your engagement. But it's not just posting it on your feed. You want to actually do this in your stories as well. Your stories are really important. And when you get engagement in your stories, the algorithm of Instagram really likes that. So you want to put it within your stories. Remember, stories only go to your followers and they stick around for 24 hours. So you want to be able to use stories to get that instant feedback from your actual followers. And that goes back to my first tip of those ghost followers. Stories are a good way to re-engage people. Now, my third tip to kind of make it easier for you on what content to put out there is create content buckets or content pillars. We have this within Behind the Design. We have 5 different pillars. You can have 3 to 5 pillars, but one of our pillars is marketing, where we're putting videos out, content out all around marketing. We have another one that's business. We have another one that's lifestyle. So pick those content buckets. Now within those buckets, that'll kind of help you really target in on what content you want to put out that's really promoting your brand. Now within those, you can also have kind of subs, like a sub bucket, in the sense like Throwback Thursdays or Friday Quick Tips. You can kind of set those, and that will help you also create those content. So when we have those content buckets, it helps us stay organized. It also helps us prioritize the content that we're actually putting out there and making sure that there are strategies behind all the content and not just throwing spaghetti at the wall. Okay, those are my 3 tips for this video. Make sure if you haven't watched the video part 1 and part 2, you go back and watch those because there's some really good information, some good hacks that you need to know. Also, if you haven't already, make sure you download our 30-day calendar. 30-day social media calendar gives you all kinds of information to really help you create a consistent calendar of content that you're putting out there. It's a great tool. We normally charge $19.99, but I'm giving you the code down there, so use the discount code to get it for free. And be sure you subscribe to us, as I'll have another video for you shortly. See you in the next one.